Rogers does as well.
1, 2, 3. Henry, stop counting.
Prawns and Dronettes, hope you're all well. Welcome on to the Drone Trainer. Just wanted to pop on here to recap round 2 of the Bunnings NPC. So, NPC Station will be today's destination. Grab your tickets, sit back and relax as the guard is about to blow his whistle to allow the train to leave. Toot toot! So, one word to describe this round comeback is some teams have had to put a comeback together after a strong lead was put on them by the away team, or home teams had to withstand a comeback after the away team started to come to their true facts. So, without further ado, let's now hand it over to past me to get us started with Northland versus Southland. Buckle up, Trons and Tronettes, as we've got some real bangers coming. Game 1, Northland versus Southland. Prediction. I'm not happy with this one, as I had Southland to win by 30 plus. But it's okay, I'll take that L. Synopsis of the game. It was a bit lackluster, to say the least. Riddled with errors, both teams had opportunities, but just couldn't capitalize on them. I would also argue the weather didn't play well, as it was very slippery underfoot and some passes were going away. But apart from that, some awesome forward tries were scored and some brilliant turnovers were done. Matchup of the game and MVP, as well as try of the match. I would have to give this one to Sean Whitty and Jack Heenan. Both number 7s went toe to toe and just gave each other hell. Really blinding to get their teams over the line and just not giving up until one of them got the victory. It was a great matchup between the two of them, and I also have to admire Sean Whitty's leadership, as it was very valuable in Southland's decision making. James Mullins' hat-trick gets the try of the game for me, as he was brilliant off of Northern's driving maul, and yeah, it was just so great to see the hookers get the meat pies. Anyway, next game, Waikato versus Wellington. Game 2, Waikato versus Wellington. Prediction was spot on, as I had Wellington by 30 pass. Synopsis of the game. Wellington charged out to an early lead, but bless Waikato's soul, they really came back towards the end of the first half and dug deep. It just took them 30 minutes or so to warm up. From then on though, it was heel to heel and try for try, as some trailblazing tries were scored and the two teams put on a hell of a show. It was an absolute classic. MVP and try of the match. I'd have to give it to Jackson Garden Bishop, as he just led Wellington around the park exceptionally well, and his matchup with Tupaya Cook Savage was an absolute saga, as the two of them didn't give each other an inch. It was an awesome matchup to watch. Try of the match, Pizza and Asu provided some solid impact. He just galloped over defenders to get himself over the line and just scored one of the most awesomest tries ever. Honestly, I was absolutely blown away by it. Anyway, well done to Wellington for prevailing. It was an awesome game, boys. You should be proud. Next game, North Harbour versus Taranaki. Game 3, North Harbour versus Taranaki. Prediction: absolutely hunky-dory, tickety-boo, as I had Taranaki by 50. Synopsis of the game. Taranaki produced some phenomenal moves and some fast-flowing rugby was played, and some fantastic tries were scored. I was also impressed by the use of the set piece and breakdown by Taranaki, as that was used to perfection in my eyes, and they were very lethal in doing so. North Harbour were very resilient and tried to make a comeback in the second half, but it was no use. Well done to the Taranaki, you boys deserve it. It was a great win. MVP and try of the match. My MVP goes to Daniel Rona. He had a hand in some of Taranaki's tries and was absolutely unstoppable. He also had a great matchup with Mark Terrell, as those two were inseparable and could not be stopped. It was really something between the two of them, as they produced some iconic moments. Try of the match, I would have to give this one to Bradley Slater's hat-trick. right place, right time, and some hard work by the Taranaki hooker is my only explanation. Some great tries scored by him there. Next game, Tasman versus Manawatu. Game 4, Tasman versus Manawatu. Prediction. Delighted with this one as I had Tasman by 15. Synopsis of the game. Tasman dominated every facet during the match and looked dangerous while doing so. Some fantastic interplay between the forwards and backs was on show, and all Manawatu could do was just watch. I was thinking to myself, this will be a romp and a half at half time, but nope, I was wrong. Manawatu tried to come back in the second half, but it was too little, too late. It was really awesome to see Tasman get their mojo back and get their first one of the season. MVP and try of the match. Least defying Anuku. He looked dangerous on that right wing. His return was incredible. Manawatu couldn't contain him in my opinion, as his 2 tries sealed the deal for me, and he just looked ferocious. Really pleased with his performance. Matchup of the game. Levi Moore versus Kyle Brown. These two didn't give an inch throughout the whole match. Really went heel to heel and just provided an awesome matchup. And yeah, next game, really pleased with the way Levi Moore won it. Next game, Canterbury versus Auckland. This one was a hell of a match. Game 5, Canterbury versus Auckland. Prediction. I would like to apologise to my Canterbury Trons as I had Auckland to win by 30 plus. I am very sorry, guys. Anyway, synopsis of the game. Auckland charged out to an early lead as some excellent tries were scored, and it was just brilliant interplay by the blue and white hoops. Canterbury must have got a talking to in the sheds as they came out firing in the second half. And yeah, I was also impressed by the 2 teams in the set piece as it was very competitive. MVP and try of the match. I would have to give this one to Anton Sinclair as his matchup with Tom Christie was absolutely mouth-watering. Honestly, they could not be separated. Try of the match. I would have to give this one to both back threes as I just could not pick one of them. Some brilliant tries were scored by the wingers, and yeah, it was just so awesome to watch those tries. Honestly, I was on the edge of my seat. Next game was Bay of Plenty versus Counties Monaco. Game 6, Counties Monaco versus Bay of Plenty. Absolutely wrecked with my prediction as I had Bay of Plenty to win by 40 plus. Synopsis of the game. Bay of Plenty absolutely annihilated Counties Monaco from the get-go. It was a very forward dominated game in my eyes as the set piece was used to perfection by the Steamers, and out wide they looked very threatening as once their outside backs got going, boy, could they not be stopped. Counties Monaco did score a try in the first half, but for me, their comeback didn't start until the second, but unfortunately, it was too little, too late. MVP and try of the match. Ioane Molinaro gets the try of the match award for me, as all he had to do was score the try, as some of the prep work leading up to the try was absolutely incredible. Absolutely spiffing work from Counties on their part for that one. MVP goes to Richard Judd. His matchup with Jonathan Tomatini was absolutely mouth-watering. Both had brilliant games, could not be stopped when it came to the sniping abilities, and they were both perfect at backing up their forwards and really setting up their backs. It was an awesome matchup to watch. Next game, and the final game of the round, Otago versus Hawke's Bay. Game 7, Otago versus Hawke's Bay. Prediction, not what I wanted, as Otago didn't win by 25 plus, but it's okay, I'll take the L. Synopsis of the game. Hawke's Bay came out firing in the first half as some breathtaking tries were scored, and they used the line-outs and scrums to their perfection in this one, as honestly they looked more dominant in those areas. Otago were more hungry in the second half, but unfortunately just fell short, as their comeback was awesome, it really was. Well done to the Magpies for winning this one. Boys, yeah, bloody smashed it, and good ones to you. MVP and try of the match. These two awards go to Jonah Lowe. He was absolutely firing out on that right wing for Hawke's Bay, and he honestly could not be touched as Otago tried to contain him but it was no use. He had a great matchup with Jonah Nariki, and those two just traded blows the whole match. Honestly, they couldn't be separated. And yeah, I'm really impressed with Jonah's performance, as he really put himself in contention for my team of the week. Next stop, outro station. Yeah, this one was a hell of a game to end on. Well, drums and trillets, that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for you. If you did, please subscribe, like, comment and share, and do all that other malarkey, as it really helps me out. We have reached our destination station, so please or take your belongings as you leave the train. And don't forget to stay awesome, be cool, and be kind to one another, right? As it really goes a long way to being kind to someone. And from me, Ryan Webb, aka the Rugby Opinion here, it's bye-bye for now. Ciao! And I'll see you guys next time for another video. Ciao!